Well, hello everybody. It's Topher from the Dapper Boys. Thought I'd check in with you today. It is now Monday, I think the 11th of August. So I thought I would just jump in and say hello and hope everybody's having a good day. One thing that I wanted to bring up today was medications and refills that are required. So some of us have automatic refills that, every month you just call or they send you a text and let you know that they're ready for pickup. But what happens when you're on medications that say only have 3 refills? Don't wait until that refill last one is almost gone. Go ahead and give your pharmacy a call in your doctor's office, especially if you know that you're going to be continued to subscribe that medication. So that way they'll get it approved through the insurance quicker and you'll be able to pick it up with no problem and not miss any days. I got switched with my thyroid medication, and the switch had to go through approval through insurance, which delayed it, which actually put me almost 5 days without having thyroid medication. That's something that we can't go without, and it will literally throw your whole body out of whack. I did my best with what I had from previous prescriptions of milligrams that they given me, that I was able to try to break them in half to try to get to the amount that I needed to cover. But I can still tell that if you're not on the money, it does affect you. So please don't let that happen to you. Make sure as a caregiver you're aware of what meds they're on, and look at the ones that you can quickly start titrating. When they're on, at first, especially after drastic surgery, and even after chemo and radiation's over, we go through what I refer to as being in the clouds. We're pretty much not even a human anymore, and we're not even a part of the world. I had to be coaxed awake enough to try to get meds down, or to get my feeding tube hooked up to where they could feed tube me. But I really lost who I was, and it was because of the severity of the drugs, of opioids and things that they had me on. Well, I had no quality of life that way, and I can see where someone would be easily caught in that trap and just be lost. But thank goodness for Mom and Jared. We talked about it. Well, they talked about it and then confronted me about it. And I was so out of it, I didn't know any better or know any worse. So they started cutting me back and titrating my plan. It drastically helped. And one day, and I still refer to it as coming out of the clouds. And it was like all of a sudden one day I was there. And I'm like, well, what's been going on? I've been gone for 2 months. I didn't know who I was. I don't remember anything. And in a lot of ways, I think that was a good thing from what I've heard, because some of my surgeries were so radical and painful, as well as after chemo and radiation, it was very tough there for a while. And, I think our bodies are not meant to remember those things and put them past us. But I want you to be aware, as the caregiver, look at what meds they have them on, and you'll be able to start telling a difference. If you notice that they're able to at least get crushed powdered pills with pudding swallowed, maybe consider taking them off of some of those opioids, so that way we kind of have awareness of who we are again, and just not be lost in this loopy hole. And I can't thank my family enough for what they did for me. I'm on no opioids of any sort. I'm on thyroid medication, and then I'm also on Marinol, which is liquid THC, and the synthesized medical version of cannabis. But it literally has helped me get rid of all the other medications that I was on. And a lot of those medications I were on were simply for dealing with the side effects of the opioids that they had me on. So I was taking medicine only to get rid of the effects of other medicines I was on. So quickly I was able to get out of all that, and I'm very thankful. And I just want to make sure you guys know that and be conscientious of it, that our meds are important and they are prescribed for a reason. Insurance companies do take their time sometimes, and we can't help that, but we can't go without thyroid medication every day. So make sure you stay on top of that. I've heard a lot of questions lately about things that people miss. Well, milk seems to be one that keeps coming up that people miss. I'm drinking a gallon a day of whole milk, and sometimes I added in powdered milk into that whole milk, just so that way I can increase my fat and calorie count. So I would like to know if any of you that are having issues with milk, what is it that it does? In the beginning, it did kind of give me like a mucusy mouth, but I will tell you, after a couple of glasses in a day or two, when I started really picking up this whole pattern, I was able to clear milk, and it allowed me to clear other foods because it does have that slimy feel, and it makes things slide down easier. So don't give up on milk maybe, but I don't know for sure because it does work for me. Hope it works for you. But if it's not, let me know. Let's talk about it. Maybe there's something we need to kind of figure out. Whole milk, I notice I have no problem. 2%, 1%, get choked on it. Don't know why. So, but again, every time I finish having any food, including shakes with milk or any meal that I wash down with milk, I always brush my teeth and rinse with mouthwash afterwards. And I know it burns and stuff, but after it gets to the point of you don't any longer have thrush or the sores breaking out, it definitely comes in handy. So, all in all, I hope you're having a great day, and always be dapper, and please, please, please find the good in everything, no matter how small. Dapper strong.